Hello, Virgo. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Gendron Tarot by Melanie Gendron. Website at the top here is usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you would like to, of course. Supportive Oracle Cards, Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Website on the back here is hayhouseradio.com. There's a couple other websites on the inside here. If you're interested, you can freeze frame and check those out. There they are. I think they're all Hay House ones, but I haven't looked at them in a while. Feel free to freeze frame, of course, if you want to. Okay, what do we have for Virgo? You gotta see what you're dealing with, I guess. You don't have anything really bad, though, not for nothing. You got actually some complimenting cards for Virgo energy. I want to do the Oracle cards too. Is that for you? Is that for you? Is that for you? So, you have aspirations. That's good. There's something you want. This doesn't have to be a romance card, but I feel like there's things that you want. There may be a relationship or connection to somebody else that's holding you back. It doesn't have to be romantic, but there could be a connection to another person that's holding you back. Can we get a little bit more context with that? Almost like you're not letting yourself go for something because it won't include the other person, or you don't think they can keep up, something like that. Yeah, judgment against you, and then the Ten of Swords. Well, is it against you or is it against them? I feel like if I move forward, there's something you want, but it's like, I don't think it's going to include this other person. It does not have to be romantic, but it does feel like it's a person. Something with a person. Now, it seems to be that's how you're looking at it. And due to the situation and this person's connection, you kind of have to roll with things day by day. See how it ends up. Whatever today looks like, I'll deal with what today is looking like. You maybe have a plan for the overall picture, but it's kind of like, I have to see how this person is today or what they do today to see what I'm going to do today. Something like that. You seem to roll with it. It's kind of like, I know I'm going to be home, but I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing at home today, if that makes sense. It's starting to drain you, though. Whatever this is, it's becoming a little bit draining. I'm getting the Five of Cups and the financial restraints. It doesn't have to be literally money. Could be. Whatever it is has been going on too long, and it's just keeping me from what I really want in life. It is causing a deficit. Which doesn't mean you have to give up whatever's going on here, but it definitely needs to be rebalanced. Oh, getting hiccups with that. That's stressful. Oh, that's stressful. The rebalancing, the thought of rebalancing is hard. Because I'm afraid of loss. And I'm like, I gotta be careful. Or it could be a situation, I don't know why I'm coming across this again. I had this earlier today. It could be a custody thing. And it's kind of like the thought of like rebalancing the custody is really stressful to me for maybe a few levels, on a few different levels. How it affects me, how it affects somebody else, blah, 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 blah. Outcome, long-term outcomes. It's stressful. Okay, but it is becoming overtaxing for you. There's also the lack of engagement. What is this? This is another problem in this situation. The Three of Wands, somebody's not participating enough. And it's making, I feel like this is what's making this overtaxing. Somebody else isn't participating enough. I feel like if somebody was, that would change the whole landscape. But I feel like, I also hear, I'm getting that if somebody participated the way they were supposed to begin with, we wouldn't be in this situation. Okay. Is there any other context I could add to that would make sense? Nine of Pentacles is a solitary card, but somebody who's very happy with how they're doing things. The Temperance card reversed, they're not doing anything, though. They're very happy not doing anything. They're very happy with the very... It's either they're not doing anything or they're just barely make it. They're just doing the bare minimum. I feel like the bare minimum is what they're doing, if at all. And they seem to be very content with that. Okay. There's a lot... Around this situation, there's a lot of good things. You seem to be on the outside of this garden. What is this? You're on the outside. I feel like you're on the outside of this. It bothers me. I don't think that... I don't know if that's supposed to be a doorway or a pond, but it feels like a doorway to me. Like, how come everybody else is having fun and I'm not? That's not fair. That's ridiculous. I feel like that's what's going on. Other people are making changes. Other people are getting what they want. They're making quick changes, moving things around, doing what's best for them. Why am I holding all the responsibility? This isn't right. Ugh. The answer I got from that is because you're the only one that will. And I don't think that's fair either. We need to rebalance this. This needs to be rebalanced. This isn't right. Something is really off here because there's everybody else is having fun and you're not. We're going to have to bring this forward. You might have to have somebody help you. The King of Swords can be a legal card. So if you need that, you have to decide if that's what's necessary. But we have to bring in more conversation and we have to have long-term changes. There have to be changes here that we're going to set up in the sense of, like, if somebody else doesn't do what they're supposed to, they have repercussions for that. And it needs to be at a point where you don't have to worry about it. Other people are going to make them pick up the pieces. There needs to be some type of fallout for the other person. Whoever you're dealing with, because it feels like another person. I almost feel like maybe you've been playing nice and not involving lawyers at this point, but maybe that needs to change because this is clearly not working in your favor. It may seem very dirty. I don't know, but I feel like if that's... They kind of pushed you into a corner on it. Because I see you fighting for... Even if this might not need lawyers, but maybe it's up to you. I don't know what that means. It depends on the situation. It's a general read, you know? But I feel like once you start fighting for yourself, you won't back down. The more you start fighting for yourself, the more you're going to fight for yourself, the more abundance you start to get. It's time to fight for yourself. It's time to fight. It's time to fight. I don't know why I don't feel like the best about that, but it's like, no, it's time to fight. And the cat runs into the room. Okay, I don't think he's going to jump in front of the camera, but fair warning. Cat ran into the room on that one. If you don't fight for yourself, I feel like you're being treated like a doormat. You have to fight. Or at least pay somebody to fight for you. It's time. You have abundance that's a possible... Well, they're not going to really appreciate it, but I feel like they will get benefit out of this too, whoever you're dealing with. I see appreciation with the... I don't know. I don't think they're really going to appreciate you fighting for yourself, but they will get... It'll give them more quality in what they're getting. This will balance out correctly. It will work out in the long run, best for everybody, ironically. It's very ironic to me that you fighting for yourself not only brings abundance for you, but brings higher quality for the other person. They do benefit from it. Kicking and screaming, but they do. Kicking and screaming the whole way. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Anything else with this? Am I missing something? Is there anything else with this? Like, I feel like it's time to fight. I feel like that's the short answer. I don't mean to make it short, but... Whoever this is just, they're more about them having a good time and what they can get out of stuff. They're not taking care of their responsibilities. You're going to force them to take care of their responsibilities, which is better for everybody in the long run, including them. So if you're, I wouldn't feel guilty about it because it is best for literally everybody. If you don't fight for yourself, you seem to just be behind the eight ball the whole time. You never get anything. You just keep working with lack, and that's not fair. You shouldn't be the one holding all the responsibilities. It's time to fight. I feel like that's the short answer, and I just keep coming back to it. I feel like that's what this reading is about. Because everybody else is having a good time, and it's not right that you're not too. It's really not. Like, obviously, but still, it's like, I'm really feeling like, do you realize how much fun everybody else is having at your expense? And this is not right. This isn't really good for them or you. This is like somebody who eats cake every day for every meal. They just constantly eat cake. That will screw up your body. I'm sorry, but it definitely will. You cannot just have constant that level of sugar just constantly and not expect your body to have some type of relapse or recourse or repercussion over that. And that's what they're doing, and it's kind of like you're like, nope. You're gonna have a balanced diet. You're gonna eat the protein you need to. You're gonna eat the vitamins you're supposed to, and I'm gonna make sure because I'm not the one because you can't eat the vitamins and protein for everybody and expect them to get the benefits. Like they're getting the benefit by you doing this. That doesn't really work that way. Everybody has to have it. And you got to have your cake too. You have to have your fair share of cake and the responsible stuff you're supposed to eat, and so aren't they? I don't know why we're using food like this, but there you go. I think that's it. Because I feel like I'm just going to muddy it up if I keep going. So I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. Hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.